On the mic check 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2. Hey hey. Mic test 1 2. Colorado School of Mines or Diggers or Digger or Digger. Colorado, Omaha. Check 1 2. Check 3 4. Go go. Hey hey. Mic check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Mic check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Mic check 2. Mic check 3. Hey hey. 1 2 3 4. Test test 1 2 go. Check check 2 3. Check 3 4. Perfect. We're Hello out there and good evening, hockey fans, and welcome back to the UNO ACHA Mavericks live stream on YouTube. Alongside Caden McDermott, Matt McFadden, Jackson Roberts, I'm Nate Obrecht, here with you for the first time in 2025 for more club hockey action of the Division III ACHA variety, this time between the Omaha Mavericks and the Colorado School of Mines or Diggers. Omaha playing in the Mid-American Collegiate Hockey Association Silver West Conference, and the Ore Diggers play in ACHA Division III's independent variety. They travel around. They will not be eligible for a conference tournament like the Mavericks will be as they vie for a spot down the second half of this season. Lineups are underway for the Mavericks. It'll be Kyle Wernley in net, the senior out of La Vista, Nebraska. In front of him on defense will be the assistant captain, Camden Voorhees, a sophomore out of Cottage Grove, flanked by Rocco DeSpirito, the freshman out of Omaha. We'll get you the rest of the starting lineups right after our national anthem as sung tonight by David Olson, our public address announcer. Oh, see, I long to be David Olson with another rendition of our nation's anthem before the Ore Diggers and Mavericks get set to take the ice for the first time in 2025. Here's how the Mavericks will be lining up out in front of Kyle Wernley, the senior netminder out of La Vista. Camden Voorhees and Rocco DeSpirito on defense. We've already covered that with you, but up on the left wing is Sebastian Cassiopo, the sophomore out of Omaha. Netted a goal in Game 2 against the Ore Diggers a season ago. He'll be playing the left wing. Caden Van Briesen will be starting at center. And a newcomer for the Mavericks, one of the 4 signees they got over the holiday break. It's Easton Newman getting his first start, the freshman out of Marshall, Minnesota. Comes to Omaha after starting the season with the Badlands Sabres up in Rapid City, South Dakota. He'll be taking the ice with the Mavericks tonight. Opposite them, on the Ore Digger side, it's Gage Euler in net, the freshman out of Erie, Colorado. Scott McDonald and Kellen Gormley on defense. Andrew Brecken along the left wing. Ripken Renner at center and Emilio Rodriguez on the right for the Ore Diggers as they move from right to left and dump the puck in. We are underway from Ralston Arena. As icing flagged on the Mavericks, we'll get a face-off in front of Kyle Wernley. I said Ralston Arena. What I really meant was Liberty First Credit Union Arena here in Ralston, Nebraska. The arena, built in 2012, recently got a name change in 2022 as Liberty First Credit Union became the sponsor. A quick shot from the point from Scott McDonald. That one patted away. First save of the day for Kyle Wernley. Puck to the far side corner as the sides dig in. Kicking it out to the stick blade of Camden Voorhees. Voorhees on the backhand. Sends it up to center ice. Van Briesen couldn't stick it. But now ahead. is Easton Newman getting his first touch on that backhand of the left-handed stick blade as a Maverick. Entry pass off the shin pads and back up to Mercier. Quick shot, and it's a pad saved by Euler. Puck to the far side, played off the stick of Mercier, and now going behind his own cage is Nemenicek. Lifted off of his stick by Mann, playing his first game in a couple of weekends. As Omaha building pressure, shot from Kozel on the far side. That one's wide left. Back behind the cage for Mercier. Too far for his stick. It rings around for Kozel. It's intercepted and played out by the Orediggers. Mines moving from right to left as they'll go off for a line change after dumping that one all the way in behind the red line of Kyle Wernley. Puck out to center ice as the Orediggers dump it back in. Both teams getting their first action of 2025. Omaha 10-8-2 to start the year. Colorado School of Mines 8-4-1. Mines recently ranked number 10th in ACHA Division III. They started the year at 44th in the nation as they take a shot from the point. That one by Jacob Fisher, and it's patted away by Wernley. Started the nation at 44th as a penalty upcoming on Omaha. Taken down along the wall was Jordan Larice. And so skating to the box for the first penalty for either side is going to be Colton Kane. Kane off for tripping. Just 2 minutes and 11 seconds into the first frame. It'll give the Orediggers their first power play to work with in 2025. But Cassiopo does a great job brushing it off the defender's stick. He's in. Tried to find Bradley, who's following up with him on the shorthanded attack. Intercepted by the Orediggers, and back the other way they come. Ripken Renner along the near side wall. Carries behind the cage looking for a pass. Renner to the hash marks. Goes cross ice. Finding his man, Nathan Cote. Cote up to the point for McDonald. Sends a cross ice pass to the far corner. It's out. Ripken Renner takes a shot. That one saved by Wernley. The Mavericks get to it, and Barrett Bradley sends it all the way down the ice. Picking up the puck is Scott McDonald. Found his man Melaniak, but it was intercepted. Here comes Koza. Blocker saved by Euler. And the Orediggers send it back the other way. Long pass ahead, finding Ben Lombardi in the corner. Lombardi pressured off the puck by Fories, who gets to it and clears it with 55 seconds remaining on the power play for Mines. From right to left in those navy uniforms with white stripes on the sleeves and socks. They dump the puck cattywampus to the opposite corner. It's picked up by Mason Beth, who sends it off a stanchion, and it awkwardly bounces out to center ice. Making a move and bringing it back in, Ben Lombardi takes a shot. That one saved by Wernley. He'll hold for a whistle. 16:21 to go in the first. 32 seconds remain on the man advantage for Mines. Omaha ended the first half of the season with arguably one of the biggest wins in its program history to this point. As Lombardi gets the puck off the draw, it leaks over to the blue painted area, and Wernley sees it and gloves it, holding for a whistle to his left. But on December 7th, the Mavericks got their first win in 12 tries against the Dordt Defenders, who at the time were ranked 15th nationally in ACHA D3. Omaha had gotten beaten by a score of 6-4 the night before in Sioux Center, but they brought the Defenders back to Omaha and were able to defeat them before heading into the holiday break. Coming up with the puck for Mines is Colbert. He has it intercepted as he tried to feed the slot. The Mavericks are back to full strength as Rocco DeSpirito clears the defensive zone. Andrew Brecken takes a hold of that puck and finds Melaniak. Melaniak tried to bring it in, but it's intercepted off of his stick by Despirito. He sparks a rush up the near side wall. That one cut down at center ice. Caden Van Briesen trying to dance around a couple of defenders. It was intercepted by Brecken, who sends one on net to Wernley. Kyle slows it down and dumps it off for Charlie Shea behind the cage. Shea up to Dahl. Dahl looking for Van Briesen. The puck just kind of leaked off of his stick, and Brecken sends it back into the zone for Mines. Intercepted pass, and the puck is dumped back down below the red line. Omaha grabs it there once more. Trying to break out with it is Camden Fories. He sends it up into the air. It's intercepted, laid down by Kellen Gormley. Gormley finds Brecken. Sent an airborne pass. That one swept away by Cassiopo, who carries it back into the offensive zone, taking a shot. That one from the shoulder into the glove of Gage Euler. Mines has started 3 different goaltenders almost evenly right down the split this season. Euler has made 4 appearances in net as Mercier sends a shot towards Euler. He had to stop that one. Puck played out to neutral ice. But Gage Euler is 3-1 on the season with a save percentage of .904 and is allowing 2.75 goals per game. As Colorado School of Mines brings this one back into the offensive zone. Picked up there by Cote, played to the point. Down low for Jordan Larice. Trying to feed the slot. Still loose in front. Wernley covers it there and will hold for the whistle with 14:06 to go in the first. Shots on goal, 5-4 in favor of the Ore Diggers. They were unsuccessful on their first power play chance of the game after they entered today, averaging 30.4% on the man advantage. Cassiopo did battle with Jacob Fisher along the blue line there, and the puck leaked over the boards into the Mavericks bench, so we'll have a face-off at neutral ice. Oh, changing his mind on that one is Nolan Fitzpatrick, and the puck will be brought back down into the offensive zone for Mines to the left of netminder Kyle Wernley. Draw one by the Ore Diggers. Shot blocked out in front by Fories. Another redirected chance by Larice is covered by Wernley. Acknowledges the miss from Fories there as Wernley gives him a tap on the shin pads before Fories skates back off to the bench. Both sides going off for line changes here before another attack zone face-off for the Ore Diggers. Kozel wins this draw for the Mavericks. It's to the near side wall. Two aside collide. Not a lot of movement so far. Mercier digs that one out. Intercepted by Long, who sends a shot on. That's blockered away by Wernley. Still loose in the slot. It's intercepted by Kozel, and he'll start the rush from left to right for Omaha. Kozel with a couple of men with him. Makes a move around one man. Takes a shot, and that one high, wide left. Eddie Patchen keeps it in the zone and gives it back to Kozel along the near side wall. Into the corner. Kozel goes behind the net to Mercier. Kane had it caught up in his skates, and the Ore Diggers get to it and clear it the rest of the ice. Didn't go far enough for icing as Caleb Williams sends it back off the boards. Looking for Kozel. Pressure there from McDonald forces the puck back into the defensive zone of Omaha. Out with it again as Eddie Patchen looks for a pass to Mercier. The Ore Diggers have been locking down that neutral zone. Omaha has not been able to get pucks cleanly through that middle 44 feet of ice. Shot from Kane from the far side, and it's patted away by Euler. Coming back the other way with it is Ben Lombardi. He dumps it into the offensive zone for the Ore Diggers. It's intercepted by Beth, who quickly steers it back out. Fories kicks that one free in the neutral zone and sends it all the way down behind the netminder's cage of the Ore Diggers. Fories gets on that puck again and finds Shea along that far side corner. Beth looking back down low again. Kane below the red line to Dahl in the corner. Back up to the point for Beth. Beth sends a board pass behind the net to Shea. Shea from the near side. Gives it back down low. Backhand pass back to Shea. Kicks it to his stick blade. Now up to the point for Fories. Fories to Dahl. Had his stick lifted, and Lombardi finally able to clear after a lot of pressure from the Mavericks there. And now a long stretch pass as Connor Dahl just chips that one ahead, springing Charlie Casey free as Dahl goes off for the line change. Kozel meets that puck and the Mines defenders in that far side corner. Picking up the puck and starting out with it is Connor Doucet. Doucet gets it up to Emilio Rodriguez. Rodriguez in for Renner. Great defense from the Mavericks there. Prevented them from getting a shot off. DeSpirito holds right at the top of his zone. Now flicks it out where it's gloved down by Jacob Fisher along his own blue line. Couple of errant passes from the Ore Diggers. Kozel drops it back to Fories. Played off the puck by Renner and into the near corner where the two battle for the puck along the wall. Reinforcements come to help as Fories tries to dig that one out. Right to the stick of Ripken Renner. Renner on ahead for Emilio Rodriguez. Rodriguez in the near side corner, battling with Fories. Tries to leave it down low for Andrew Breck, and he gets taken down. Now it's Fories doing battle with two Ore Diggers. It's out to the point. Shot came in from long. That one saved with the left pad of Wernley. May not have even found its way on net. Rodriguez brings this one back into the slot. Tried to feed it across ice. It's intercepted, kept in the zone by the good defense for the Ore Diggers. Cassioko finally does force that one out. Quickly, it was dumped back in by Mines. That's Easton Newman lifting that one up into neutral ice, but we'll get a hand pass with 10-11 to go in the first. Mine. Still scoreless as we're halfway through the first. Between Mines and Omaha, the first game of 2025. Beth takes a shot from the point. That one blocked down and played out by Nathan Cote. Chase Mann gets it back to DeSpirito, who plays it even deeper into the defensive zone to Rocco DeSpirito. DeSpirito sends that one airborne down the ice to Mercier. Mercier does battle with a couple of Ore Diggers. Brought out in front to Kane. A great poke check from Euler prevented Mann from getting a shot off. And down in the corner, right after Mercier got that puck dug out, he was taken down. And so skating off will be Scott McDonald. So Mercier taken down by Scott McDonald, the junior out of Cross River, New York. So Omaha back on the power play for the first time in the calendar year. They get a quick shot off the draw, but the Maverick power play has left a lot to be desired. Through 72 chances this season, they've been good on just 8 power play goals at a clip of 11.1% as a shot on the shorthand, blockered away. Jordan Larice got a real good chance on the man disadvantage. Charlie Shea takes the puck behind the net of Kyle Wernley. Head coach Eric Kinder of the Omaha Junior Lancers watches on from behind Kyle Wernley as the Mavericks send the puck into the offensive zone. The Ore Diggers gain control and clear at the length of the ice. One-on-one rush as Ripken Renner set to pressure Wernley, who still holds the puck down by that Woodhouse logo below his own red line. Kozel starting out with it for the Mavericks from left to right. Goes board pass to himself and gets into the offensive zone. To the near side wall. Now rings it around for Connor Dahl on the opposite side. Sitting by the hash marks, the two will ring it back and forth to each other behind the cage, using that back wall to do so. Now Colton Kane to Andrew Kozel. Despirito positioned well out in front as Beth sends a shot in. Looking for that pass to Despirito. It's intercepted by Renner. Now springing Emilio Rodriguez free. Rodriguez with a shot, and that one wide left, never testing the blocker side of Kyle Wernley. But still on the puck is Emilio Rodriguez into the corner. Two Mavericks meet him there, and out with it comes Colton Kane. Kane sends one too far for the stick of Connor Dahl. It's intercepted by Mines once more, and they'll dump it down with 10 seconds to go on their first penalty kill of the game. One last rush for the Mavericks here with 5 seconds on the man advantage. Voorhees dumps it in behind the net. It's played there by Kellen Gormley, and he's able to get it out to neutral ice as Mines gets back to full strength. Both sides 0 for 1 to start the night on the power play. Scott McDonald, captain of the Ore Diggers, brings this puck in. Played off of it by Caden Van Briesen. What a hit along the blue line. Errant shot wide left, and it's played up ahead by Easton Newman. Newman couldn't control that along the near side. It's intercepted by McDonald once more. Feeding it out in front. Couldn't find his man. Still on the puck is McDonald. He takes a shot. It's blocked out in front. Still with it. Gives it up to the point for Kellen Gormley. He tries to find his man. Gets it even deeper into the zone, where it's intercepted by Newman. He switches the ice to Cassiopo, who finally gets it to neutral. Jordan Larice gets to that one at center ice and dumps it in on the backhand. The Ore Diggers will go off with the change with 6.5 minutes to play in the first. Henry Taliaferro getting his first ice time of the game. Nearly brought that one in offside as Chase Mann brings it back into the offensive zone for Omaha. Loose puck in the slot. Despirito on the backhand. Gets it to Wernley on the near side wall. He's pressured away from the puck by two Ore Diggers. And it's out to the point for Beth. Beth fires one in. Never found its way to Euler. Kozel on the rebound. Couldn't find it on target. Omaha struggling to get these shots onto the cage where they can be of any threat to Gage Euler. Most of these shots getting knocked out in front. But here's a chance. Mercier couldn't beat Euler to the puck as it was a foot race to the slot. And what a great opportunity missed there by the Mavericks. Mines dumps this one back down, but not crossing the red line before he dumped that one in was Taliaferro. So it'll be a defensive zone face-off for Mines. Euler comes out to give some credit to Jacob Fisher, who was streaking back on the back check as Euler went out to meet Mercier on that foot race for the puck in the slot just about a minute ago. Omaha with the attack zone draw. They win it back to the point. Voorhees fakes a shot, now puts one on, blockered away by Euler. To the corner for Shea. Up to the point for Kozel and back down once more. Shea rings this one around to Colton Kane along the near side corner. Kane was played off the puck as it goes behind the net. Steamrolling through with a poke check there was Melaniuk, and he frees the puck up to neutral ice. Quickly dumping it back in on the backhand is Caleb Williams as Omaha goes for some fresh skaters with 5 minutes to go in the first. Camden Voorhees along the near side as the Ore Diggers. Breakout pass was intercepted by the sophomore defender out of Cottage Grove, Minnesota. He'll dump it back down into the offensive zone for Omaha. Barrett Bradley blows a tire as he goes to pressure the breakout pass this time. Connor Doucette on it. Couldn't get it out of the zone. Voorhees sends it back in, looking for a pass to Casey. Now Casey in front. Played off the puck. It's still loose somewhere in there. Might be covered up by a body. As Casey and Mann were digging in there for that puck. Looked like it might have been trapped somewhere under the shin pads of the defenseman Connor Doucette. Euler having a discussion with official Rob Fitzpatrick that may say he may not have known where it was. But luckily, his senior defenseman out of Victoria, British Columbia, had the netminders back and was able to prevent A more dangerous situation for the Ore Diggers as they get the puck into the offensive zone. Out at the point, Kellen Gormley tries to keep possession for Mines. Two-a-side meet, and it's Mason Beff digging the puck out for Omaha. Beff rings around the back of his own net. Now gets it up to Barrett Bradley. Bradley dumps this one below the goal line of the Ore Diggers, where it's picked up by Mines. Lombardi sends it on out to Aiden Hamray. Hamray can't control it as it's played up at his stick by Fories and out. At center ice, nearly bringing that one in over the line was Nemenachek. He instead dumps it down, and that allows Mines to touch up and get onside. Omaha now clears this one all the way back down as play has slowed down a lot here with 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the first. Van Briesen from the corner tried to bring it to the slot. It's intercepted off of his stick by Nemenachek. Nemenachek up to Colbert. Colbert sent one in that ramped off a stick and up into the netting behind Warntley, going for a whistle with 3:08. .308 to go in the first. 0-0 our score. Game 3 between Omaha and Colorado School of Mines in history between the two. Shot in from Gene Long at the point. That one saved by Warntley. This is the first meeting of the 24-25 season, but Mines and Omaha first got acquainted on the frozen pond last season. The first games of 23-24 and the first broadcast of the UNO ACHA Mavericks on YouTube was between Omaha and Colorado School of Mines. As Mines gets pressure in the offensive zone once more. Shot from the hash marks. Saved by Warntley. The rebound still out in front of him. Warntley on his backside. And the puck goes behind the cage. Picked up there by Cote. Out to the point. Shot in from Nemenachek. And it's gloved away by Warntley. But yeah, last season, September 22nd and September 23rd of 2023, we were back at Baxter Arena for the first ever ACHA broadcasts for our Omaha Mavericks program. Saw a 4-1 win for Mines to start the year, and then a great overtime game in the series finale. Colorado School of Mines ended up taking that one too as they lead the all-time series 2-0 on the frozen pond. Omaha takes this one from left to right. Charlie Shea dumps it back down in. The Mines bench was saying it may have hit a player in there and we'll get a whistle. Puck out of play. Now the Mavericks and Ore Diggers have met just 3 times now on the ice. But across all sports and dating back to 1949, Omaha leads the all sport series history 20-14. As a shot in, saved by Warntley, Omaha clears to neutral. We'll dig in more to the series history between Mines and Omaha. Again, that dates back to 1949 in a series that the Mavericks control 20 wins to 14 losses and 1 tie. That tie happened on the wrestling mat. But Omaha gets the puck, gets control in their own zone. Mercier tried to go off the back wall. It's intercepted by Rodriguez. Out front, sends a shot to Brecken. That one somewhere in the pads of Eddie Patchen, and it's cleared out. Nobody knew where that one was. The shot from Brecken went into the shin pads of Eddie Patchen, and then may have got bumped out to the point. It's now into the far side corner where Brecken plays it up to the point for Gormley. Gormley turns a shot in. Waiting on the back door was Renner, but Warntley denies him with a save. Brecken back down to Warntley. Intercepted by Williams, and Mercier finally gets that one across the blue line using his body as a battering ram to get that puck finally out of the defensive zone for Omaha as we are down to 35 seconds in the first period. Behind his own cage is Scott McDonald. Steering one up from Hamry to Ripken Renner. Renner played off the puck by Fories. The two collide behind the goal line of the Mavericks. Played out by Renner. 17 seconds left in the shot from the hash mark, saved by Wernley. Behind the cage, it's Beth, sending one skyward for Charlie Shea. He negates icing with a foot race, but he's 1 against 4 with all the Mines players back, and the period comes to an end. After one, no goals to speak of yet. Mines leads in shots by a total of 16 shots on goal to 10 for the Mavericks. Both sides 0 for 1 on the power play to start. But throughout the first 20 minutes, a very even game. Stay tuned. We'll be right back here with you from Union Arena for period number 2. You're watching the UNO-ACHA Mavericks on YouTube. Competitive, slow at times. Nothing really to get too excited about. Yeah. There was that one, the best chance we had really was the Mercier streak down.
What makes you think that he thinks it?
Welcome back to Liberty First Credit Union Arena in Ralston, Nebraska, alongside Caden McDermott, Matt McFadden, Nate Obrecht, back with you for period number 2 between the Colorado School of Mine Ore Diggers and your Omaha Mavericks. We are scoreless after the opening 20. Kyle Wernley stopped all 16 shots that went his way, and Gage Euler, the freshman out of Erie, Colorado, stopped all 10 shots the Mavericks put on him in the first. Mines wins the draw to start the second. Back on clean ice as Mercier gets a good intercept. Takes a shot, blocked away. Another shot. That one, it was blocked partially, but then it looked like it may have gone in and out of the net. No official signal, and it looks like it will be called no goal, but that puck definitely went in the back of the net and out again. I believe that was off the stick of Andrew Kozel. Mercier sent the initial shot on. Euler was out of position in front of the crease. There was a defenseman back on the red line that may have got a shot block. I could see where he would have got a pad on it. But everyone up here in the crowd, certainly, and in this broadcast booth, is on the same page. We're pretty sure that puck completely crossed the red line. Nonetheless, another shot out. Kozel takes one that was saved by Euler. Mercier from a sharp angle on the near side post. That one wide of the cage. Settled back down by Gene Long of Mines. And they finally get it out of their own zone. Great pressure to start the period from the Mavericks, but back on the counterattack is Cote. Cote takes a shot, and that one masked away by Wernley, shaking his head a couple of times as the bell's ringing for the senior netminder out of La Vista. Omaha gets the puck all the way back down. Chase Mann intercepts in the corner. Puck off of his man's stick, and now down to Andrew Kozel behind the red line. Kozel tried to leave it there for Mercier. Now back on it, feeding it out front to Mann. Up to the point for Fories. Fories takes it down low. Played off the puck by a couple of Orediggers to the stick of Kozel. Kozel from the hash marks goes behind the net to Mercier. Mercier from the backhand tried to pass it out front. It got caught up somewhere behind the net, and Mines gets to it. It skips over the skate of Mercier. Out to Fories. Tipped a couple of times, and it goes wide left. Shea from the near side. Tried to send one down low. It's intercepted, and Mines clears it out of their own zone. It goes too far down, though, and becomes an icing at 18:33 of the second frame. Earlier today, and back at our normal stomping grounds of Baxter Arena, it was the men's basketball team getting their first win over the South Dakota State Jackrabbits since December of 2019, as the Mavs men's basketball team off to a hot start in the Summit League at 4-0. Intercept from Kane. Played back to him off a quick pass from Dahl. Couldn't find the stick of Kane, and Mines gets it out to center. Great chance there off a good stick lift by the freshman Colton Kane. Now the puck along the far side. Picked up there by Taliaferro. Couldn't get it all the way out as Dahl dumps it back down below the red line. Kicks weird off a stanchion and bounces right out in front of Euler. The Orediggers are able to get it and clear to center ice. Shea plays back to his defenseman, Beff. Blows a tire there, still able to keep the puck on a stick, and sends it up to Barrett Bradley, who dumps it the rest of the way down. Mines first to it in their own zone. Larice sends it on up ahead for Ben Lombardi. Lombardi tries to dance around Williams, but great defense from the sophomore, Caleb Williams, preventing Lombardi from entering the zone any further. Now out with it is Barrett Bradley. Flicks it down into the attacking end for Omaha. Played to the near side there by Doucette for Mines. Doucette to Melaniuk. Now to Lombardi again. Onto the stick of Melaniuk. From the near side. Moves into the slot. Takes a shot wide, high over the shoulder. Never tested Kyle Wernley, but the puck's still in the zone. Great stick from Easton Newman. Brushing that one off of the blade of Melaniuk and down into the offensive zone once more for Omaha. Mines good on the breakout on the far side. They get it into the attack zone of the Mavericks. Lombardi from the point takes a shot. That one wide left of Wernley. Bounces off the back wall, and he'll cover up there. We'll be right back here at Liberty First Credit Union Arena tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for the finale of this two-game set between Omaha and the Colorado School of Mines. Shot comes in. That one knocked down off the blade of Wernley. Taliaferro sending that one from the slot in on Wernley as the puck goes up into the netting. Slow whistle, but we will have a face-off to the right of Kyle Wernley. And now, after a bit of deliberation, the puck returned to the Mines bench. The draw will be brought outside of the zone as it was last touched by the Orediggers. So the face-off comes in front of their bench. It's won by the Mavericks. DeSpirito plays this one up to Cassiopo. Cassiopo leaves it for Van Briesen, now into the near side corner. Mines gains possession. Big hit from Newman. Frees the puck up, but still on it is Josh Fisher. Fisher tried to look cross ice once he entered the zone, but it's intercepted off of his stick. Van Briesen couldn't dance around Cassiopo. Still offside are the Mavericks as Newman tried to enter in the zone. And the Ore Diggers get a clean chance to break out of their own zone from left to right with 15:50 to go in the second. That puck lifted right up out of the zone by Despirito and in towards the section of fans here. Ended up going into the scorekeeper's box there. Looks like our crew down in the boxes there, keeping score, running the clock, giving us the updates on goals and penalties. They're all okay. And we get a reset. Omaha loses the draw to Mines in the defensive zone. Pass spun wildly into the slot by Emilio Rodriguez is intercepted and played back out. Here comes Chase Mann. Mann into the slot, takes a shot. It's somewhere in front of the net. Blocked by Euler once. His own defenseman comes in and knocks the net off. And a slow whistle comes in as that puck never left the zone. That net was knocked off by a Mines defender. Unintentionally, I should add. As there was a mad scramble for the puck after the initial shot attempt from Chase Mann. It leads to an offensive zone face-off for the Mavericks. Mann takes a shot. That one blocked by a body out in front, possibly off the shin pads of Gene Long, and it gets played out to center ice. Quickly steering it back in is Mercier. Mann to Kozel in the near corner. Up to the point for Voorhees. Voorhees to Kozel, and he turns, looks net front, shot, blocked away by Ripken Renner in front. He went down to a knee, and now he'll limp to the bench. Puck played out to neutral as Voorhees. Up to the stick of Andrew Kozel, the game-winning goal against Dort back in December 7th. Scored that one with 2 seconds to go in the first period, and the Mavericks were able to hold that lead for an even 40 minutes against one of the top teams in ACHA D3. Now playing another one here tonight, the 10th-ranked Colorado School of Mines Ore Diggers at 8-4-1. They're digging in for the puck below the goal line in the offensive zone. Pass intercepted by Charlie Shea. He gets knocked down as he tries to bring that one into the zone. Jacob Fisher picks that one up and rings it to the far side wall. Played by Colbert. Back to Cote. Over to Larice and into the zone. Larice takes a shot. That one blocked away by Connor Dahl out in front. Despirito able to send that one off the glass. Slow-moving puck that may have passed a couple of people, so its icing is negated. Long stretch pass, but Larice would have been offside had he have touched it. He carried himself just too far over that blue line, so instead of touching it, he lets it go for an icing. After the icing, draw one by Mines in its own end. Scott McDonald plays that one up to Nathan Cote. Cote dumps it in around the back wall to Aiden Hamray. Hamray back to Cote. Cote trying to shake off the Maverick defender. That's Mason Beth. Leaves it there for Larice. Larice looking for Hamray out in front. It was intercepted, and Charlie Casey flicks it out of the zone. Long pass, intercepted by Mercier. They got to wait for Casey to vacate the zone. Now he's out. Omaha can come in, but they don't have possession of the puck anymore. It's Scott McDonald for the Ore Diggers. To the near side wall, now into the corner. Spins there. McDonald behind the cage. Played to Rodriguez, looking for a pass out in front. Blocked away by Beth. Out to Gormley at the point. Shot wide left of the cage of Kyle Wernley. Never saw its way to the netminder. Omaha gains possession in its own end. Mercier to Beth. Beth sends that one way up into the air, and it goes out to neutral ice where it lands right about the red line. Initially played by Nemenicek. Mercier poked it off of his stick and was able to dump it in. Barrett Bradley His stick lifted along the far side wall, and Ben Lombardi comes out with it for Mines. Lombardi over the blue line. Takes a shot and a save by Wernley. Lombardi tracks down his own miss. Tried to steer another one towards the cage. That one leaked across the slot, and Omaha gains possession. Cassiopo gets it out of his own end, takes a big hit from Hamry, but is able to get it behind the red line. Taking it up for Mines is Nemenichik. Nemenichik dumps it down. Wernley stops it right behind his net. Fories. Stop and go to Cassiopo. Played up to Wernley from Williams. Williams, backhand pass to Cassiopo. Tried to move around one defender. It was played off of his stick and out of the corner. Shot from Newman. That one gloved away by Euler as Easton Newman gets his first shot in black and crimson. Newman was a 3-year varsity member of the Worthington Trojans of the Minnesota State High School League. He was a 50-point scorer. He had 41 goals, 16 assists, and 57 points in 3 total seasons with the Trojans. He was named a captain his senior year, as Mines sends this one all the way down for an icing with 11:22 to go in the second. Still no score between Omaha and Mines in this first meeting of the season between these two squads, third all time. We mentioned earlier that the all-time series between Mines and Omaha dates back to 1949. As we get a stoppage of play, potentially a cut. Someone needs something from the athletic trainer. It looks like a Band-Aid is being given to our official Rob Fitzpatrick and taken over to the Maverick bench. But the first meeting between Mines and Omaha was here in Omaha in 1949, and it happened at Caniglia Field. It was the inaugural season that Caniglia was opened there on 67th and Dodge. As Mines gets the puck in the offensive zone, Brecken feeds it to Rodriguez. Blocker save Wernley. Our stories will have to wait as Mines gets good pressure in the offensive zone. Two aside, dig in along the near side wall, and Mann comes out with it for Omaha. Mann over to Beth. To Mercier as the Mavericks try to break out of their own zone. Intercepted by Rodriguez at neutral ice. DeSpirito has to play it out of his own end once more. Connor Doucette dumps that one back down. Onto it once more is DeSpirito. He'll start up the near side wall this time, getting it to Chase Mann. Mann back to DeSpirito. Now a long pass up ahead for Wernley. Beat the race. So icing negated. The puck sped up back down towards the right end of the ice, and it goes all the way down for an icing. Caleb Williams able to win that race over Josh Fisher. But the Mavericks would go on to play 62 seasons of football at Caniglia Field after starting in 1949 with the Ore Diggers. A little bit of interesting history between the Mavericks and Mines. Colton Kane intercepts the puck, feeds it out front. Dahl couldn't get a shot off. He turns around and sends one towards Euler. That one patted away. Puck rings around the back wall. It's Dahl again. Steers it towards the slot. Good stick lift by Kane, but it's to another Mines stick. Out with it, McDonald. Shot in. Save Wernley. It's under him somewhere. Great stick by the defenseman, Barrett Bradley. Now another shot. That one's saved. Still loose in the slot. They're digging for it and whacking at it. Wernley has it covered somewhere under his glove. Now it's leaked out. They dug it out from under his glove. Chaos down there in the crease. It's behind the net now. Mines still with possession. Omaha gains the puck. Here comes Shea. Out on the counterattack. Charlie Shea takes a shot. That one blockered away by Euler. Great defense from McDonald on the back check, and he'll spring that one all the way up the ice. There was a flurry in front of Kyle Wernley just a minute ago, as he had that puck trapped up under his glove. That glove hand has been an issue for Wernley all season. He needs pins in it. He'll have to get surgery at the end of the season, but he has elected to postpone that surgery to finish this year out. A lot of valor from the senior out of La Vista. Shot from the point, rings around and goes out of the zone, and everybody will have to touch up. Fories has it in the near side corner, but he takes on a lot of pressure from Nathan Cote of the Ore Diggers. Cote wins that puck back. Larice able to keep it in at the blue line. Williams trying to find man. It was blocked back to the stick of Williams. Kept in at the zone. And intercepted in the slot by Fories. Fories finally gets it out of the defensive zone for Omaha. It's on up to Mann, who brings it into the attack end. Mann in the near side corner, battling against two Ore Diggers. Takes a hit from the Minachek as he dumps the puck around the far side. Mines able to spring that one free. It's up to Larice. Larice takes a shot. Save made off the right pad of Kyle Wernley. Easton Newman gets to that puck, sends it down, slows up just before the red line, negating icing. Larice along the center ice, red. Mines has trouble getting the puck. They send it to Van Briesen. Now it's in. Larice couldn't keep his footing. Good defense from Fories. Beth rings it around to Newman. Newman for Van Briesen. Van Briesen's in, takes a shot. That one patted away. Now kicking the net off as Cassiopo had a great chance at goal. Euler made the initial stop as he basically kicked the net into the side of the cage. He kicked the net off of the peg just as Cassiopo took that shot, and the puck consequently hit the side of the net instead of right in the back of it where it would have gone had Euler not knocked that net off. So we get a face-off to the left of Gage Euler with 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the second. Omaha, a couple of really good chances here in the middle frame. But Mines gets to that one and frees it up to center ice. Despirito sends it in off the stick of Van Briesen. And Cassiopo pressuring the puck there. Mines looking for a spot to break out. It's Hamry trying to send that one up. It'll go too far for the stick of Ben Lombardi, and it'll go down for an icing. So another offensive zone faceoff for the Mavericks. Beyond football, which Mines ended up leading the season series 4-2, the Mavericks and Mines basketball teams met 7 times since 1957. Omaha has led that series 5-2. Williams takes a shot from the point. Euler couldn't see it, but it never found its way on net. Hamry couldn't find Lombardi. It's intercepted by the Maverick defense and played on up into the offensive zone. Good stick lift by Doucette. Frees that puck up for Mines, getting a window to break it out. Puck sped up to Ben Lombardi. He's got Melaniuk with him. Good stick lift by Patchen. And Omaha will start from right to left. Next time Mines touches that puck, the net is off. They will reset. Mines starts it up. Net still off as our linesman, Jackson Lundgren, starts to reset the net onto its moorings himself. No whistles needed as it's played up to Emilio Rodriguez. He couldn't settle the puck down to his stick. It's out to the point, and it leaks over the blue line. Kellen Gormley couldn't keep it, and it's to neutral ice. Quickly steered back in by Andrew Brecken. It's behind the cage where Eddie Patchen collects it. Gives it to Kozel, who curls at the top of the defensive zone. His pass intercepted, but a bad pass from Mines frees it up to neutral ice. Back in with it is Emilio Rodriguez. Tried to pass it around Caleb Williams, but the sophomore defenseman of the Mavericks does a good job to free that puck up. Instead, they try the far side. Shot sent in by McDonald. It went off that back wall where Wernley covers up once more. .5:18 to go in the second. Mines has added 9 shots to its total from the first period and now has 25 on the game. Wernley has stopped all of those. On the opposite end, Gage Euler has stopped all 6 attempts here in the second as a shot from Larice goes wide left. And Euler is now up to 16 saves for the Ore Diggers. 2 aside collide in that corner down there. And the puck's still loose. Finally kicked away by Cote. Cote looking to the point, couldn't find his man Nemenicek. They'll go back for it all the way down below their own circles. Now skating below the goal line is Nemenicek. Looking for a pass up through this neutral ice. It was intercepted by Kozel, and Omaha gains possession. Pass from Beff to Dahl. And Dahl dumps it the rest of the way in. Nemenicek back out to Larice, who skates over the red line and now the blue before getting taken down by Camden Fories. Puck collected by Mason Beff, who sends it around to the opposite wall for Andrew Kozel. Kozel below the red line. Looks up, finds Charlie Casey, but the puck rolls off of his stick blade to Gene Long. Long for the Ore Diggers. Dumps it in, off the glass, but he did not clear that red line, and it'll go for an icing. Long carried that one to about maybe half a foot before that red line, and he dumped it in off the glass. That's just enough to go for an icing. About as close as you can get. And we'll have an offensive zone faceoff for Omaha. DeSpirito at the point. Sends it down low. It's around the boards for Newman. Newman trying to pass it out to the point. It's intercepted by Lombardi. Lombardi had his stick lifted by Cassiopo. It's freed up at center ice. To the near side wall. Newman tried to dump it in. It's intercepted by Lombardi once more. DeSpirito plays it to the stick of Fories, who starts down the far side wall with it. Taking that puck and taking a couple of hits along with it is Gene Long. He stays on it and gets it to the near side wall. Intercepted there by Van Briesen. Played back down below the red line, where Mines will start the breakout again. Briefly intercepted by Fories. Now possession very choppy as Omaha dumps it back down. And even 3 minutes left to play in the second period. Still no scores. Fories intercepts that one along the blue line, leaving it down low below the red for Mann. Mann tried to feed someone on the backhand. It's intercepted by Mines. Played to the near side. DeSpirito. Great pinch as he comes in to keep that puck in. It's freed up to Kozel along the blue line. Shot high by Kozel. That one goes over the net. Doesn't ever test Euler. And Mines gets out of their own zone. It's right back to the stick blade of Andrew Kozel, who turns it over in the offensive zone. In with a chance on the backhand and a great save by Wernley on Nicholas Milaniuk. Now a stretch pass back ahead on the counterattack for Mercier. Tried to dance around a man, and it's a great play by Gormley to body Mercier off the puck and get that puck out to neutral ice. Play slows for a second as Omaha gains possession in its own end. Kozel lifts it out to neutral ice with 2 minutes to play in the second. Taliaferro dances back into the zone. leaving it there. Shot high over the head of Wernley. That one hits the glass behind. Back on the puck is Josh Fisher. Fisher to Taliaferro. Pressured by a couple of Mavericks is Taliaferro, so he gives it back to Gormley at the point. Gormley takes a shot. That one deflected and saved by Wernley. Mercier gets to it. Man brushes it out. 3-on-2 rush for the Mavericks if they hurry. Here's Kozel. Kozel holds, shoots at the blocker, saved by Euler. Down behind the red line, Mercier gets taken down. Shea with a shot. That one high, looking for that near side corner, trying to pick it short side. And it goes wide right. Back in with the puck is Camden Fories. Fories tried to leave it for Shea. It's somewhere in his breezer. He's digging for it, and now it finally gets let out along that Rotella's line. Shea had that puck stuck in his leg like ants in his pants. And could not get it out before the whistle blew. That's a dangerous situation for a player to be in, as soon those guys all start to converge on the man who is believed to have the puck. We'll get a neutral zone face-off with 1:10 to go in the second. Mines wins that draw and sends it all the way down to the attack zone. Emilio Rodriguez on it, feeds it across to Nemenichek. Nemenichek couldn't get his stick on it, catching that pass cleanly as we are under a minute, thanks to the announcement from David Olson. Nemenichek in the near side corner. Leaves it out to Rodriguez. Tried to find a pass across. Now a shot from the point from long. That one way over the net. Never tested Wernley. Now under the puck, it's Ripken Renner. Tried to feed it out to the slot. Intercepted by the Mavericks. They clear it out of the zone. Forey's onto it with 28 seconds to play in the second. Beth gets it up to Dahl in the neutral zone. Intercepted there, but quickly turned back around by the Mavericks. 18 seconds and Beth moves in. Beth gives it back to Dahl. Dahl couldn't control it and it leaks over the blue line. The Mavericks will have to regroup with 10. And now bringing in an offside is Camden Fories. We'll have a neutral zone face-off right in front of Coach Harry Hill's bench with 7.8 seconds to play. Coach Harry Hill in his second season with the Mavericks now, 25, 20, and 5 through 50 games. This his 51st behind the bench for the Mavericks. Puck played in with 1 second, and the horn sounds here at Liberty First Credit Union Arena to end the second. We are still scoreless between Mines and Omaha. No penalties to speak of in the second. Mines continues to lead in shots by a total of 27-20. But it will take the final period, and maybe even more than that, to determine a winner here in Game 1 between Colorado School of Mines and Omaha. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with you for period number 3 from the UNO ACHA Mavericks on YouTube. Welcome back inside Liberty First Credit Union Arena for period number 3 between Omaha and Colorado School of Mines. Back with you, Caden McDermott, Matt McFadden, Nate Obrecht here. We are scoreless through 40 minutes of play between Mines and Omaha. Only one penalty to speak of for each side. Those both came in the first period. But other than that, it's been the stellar work of Captain Kyle Wernley at one end for Omaha and freshman Gage Euler between the pipes for Mines at the opposite end. Let's see who can get the first goal here as we are underway in period number 3 from 72nd and Q in Ralston, Nebraska. Voorhees on that puck in his own zone. Andrew Kozel starts the rush behind Wernley. Long pass up to Mercier. He fakes a dump in. And man on the puck for Omaha. Kozel traps it in the near corner. 3 Ore Diggers, 2 Mavericks in that corner digging for the puck in the Mines. Comes out with it. Larice across the blue line. Bodied off the puck by DeSpirito. DeSpirito holding court in the corner. Puck freed up. And a shot steered in. Wernley couldn't cover it. And another rebound chance from Larice goes high and up over the cage. Now a weak one from the point from Gene Long. Never found its way in. Kicked away by Mercier. And he starts the rush into the offensive zone. Down low to Kozel. Intercepted by Cote. But 2 Mavericks pressure in the corner. Cote gets that one to Colbert. Intercepted by Voorhees, who sends one up over the net. To the opposite side wall for Kane. Tried to find Shea. Poke check back to the point. Voorhees to the near side point. Takes a shot. It's in the shin pads of Renner. And out to the center ice line. Pass in from Beth. Hits off of the linesman. And it leaks back out to neutral ice. The Maverick defenseman. D to D. As it's given to Mason Beth and down low to Shea. Out to Kane and a shot over the netting. Colton Kane still on that puck. Out to the point for Eddie Patchen. Dahl picks that one from the feet of Patchen. Bodied away immediately by Rodriguez. And Mines gains possession in its own end. 2 minutes elapsed here in the third. 0-0 our score between the Ore Diggers of Colorado School of Mines in Golden, Colorado, and your Omaha Mavericks of the ACHA Division III Mid-American Collegiate Hockey Association. Caleb Williams keeps that puck in at the point. Sent down low along the near wall. Ripken Renner turns that one around for Mines, sending it off the glass, down and on the net of Wernley, who was forced to cover up there as he had Emilio Rodriguez bearing down on him. And that's a scary sight to see for any netminder in Division III right now, as Emilio Rodriguez leads the Ore Diggers with 13 goals. He's tied for second in points with 22 on the squad, as he has had the magic touch so far here in the 24-25 season. Scott McDonald tried to bring that one down low into the zone. Omaha intercepts and does get it out of their own end. Pass out to Cassiopo. Cassiopo takes a shot. That one blocked possibly by Van Briesen out in front. Omaha still on the puck. Voorhees takes a shot. Now gives across ice looking for Cassiopo. Off the boards, Sebastian Cassiopo does touch up. To Newman in the near side corner. Out to Voorhees again. A shot and a glove save by Euler. The crowd starting to get anxious for the go-ahead goal. They're waiting for something to cheer about for this Maverick squad. A decent number of Ore Diggers fans have found their way to Liberty First Credit Union Arena here as well. Right off of Interstate 80. We sit here near the heart of Omaha, about 5 minutes away from our usual stomping grounds of Baxter Arena. Mines wins the draw on its own end, icing negated by Jordan Larice, who races down. Now bears down on Wornley, takes a shot, another one in front, and Kyle makes two good saves. Great save from Kyle Wornley, who's now up to 31 in the game. He passed 1,400 saves in his 5-season career with the Mavericks earlier this game, and now sits at 1,425 saves in his ACHA collegiate hockey career. What an impressive mark for the former Fremont Flyer. Into the zone come the Ore Diggers. Nathan Cote on the backhand, a great save by Wornley. Back out to the point for Nemenichuk. He takes a shot and that one's in! Might have gotten tipped out in front by Cote. And the scoreless tie is broken. Faceoff gets us restarted in a one-goal game now. The goal from Nathan Cote. He was assisted by Max Nemenichuk. As Cote, the team leader in points with 25 now on the year, has gotten most of those points by way of the assist, as he's also the team leader with 14 assists, gets his 11th goal of the season, and puts the Ore Diggers in front by a score of 1-0. The assist from Nemenichuk, that's his third assist of the year, as Omaha gets it right back. Charlie Shea, the Kearney kid, right off the face-off, ties this one up at 1. Mines wins the draw to start us off as we are tied again. 22 seconds after the Ore Diggers took the lead, Charlie Shea able to get on that right off the faceoff and puts it behind Euler. Puck down below the red line in the defensive zone of the Mavericks. Mines with possession here at the point. Josh Fisher takes a shot, that one high up over the netting, and we'll have a penalty coming up on Mines. Brecken really laying into Scott Fitzpatrick here. Rob Fitzpatrick, excuse me. As Brecken off to the Bucks at 4:56 for slashing. And Omaha back on the power play. Second time tonight, they're 0 for 1 so far. Kane able to keep that puck in the zone. Charlie Shea takes a shot. It's loose out in front on the rebound. Mercier couldn't get it past Euler. Mines gets to that one and sends it all the way down. Kozel tracking back, and he gets pressure from Jordan Larice. Man, taken down in that far side corner of the defensive zone for Omaha as they start the rush on the power play. Man gives it up to Kozel. Kozel drags into the slot, takes a shot. That one ramps up the stick of Gene Long and goes up into the netting behind Euler. And we'll get a whistle here. 1 minute, 21 seconds left on the Mavericks' second power play of the game. Omaha now at 11% on the power play this year. They're 8 of 73, and Mines wins an offensive draw here. Rodriguez brings it in. Wormley makes the save, shutting him down on the back post. Rodriguez sends it back out in front. It's up to Renner. Tip shot. That one blocked away by Wormley. Rodriguez spins in the corner. Omaha finally plays the puck away from his stick. Shea leaves it behind the net for Kozel. Kozel looking for room to get out of his own zone. He does, sending it up, but it's intercepted by Gormley in the near side corner. Brecken out of the box as Mines back. Excuse me, they're not back to full strength. That's Rodriguez. 30 seconds left on the Mavericks' second power play of the game. A shot in, stopped by the skates of Ripken Renner, picked back up by Mercier. Mercier looks to Kozel, takes a shot. That one blocked out by someone in front. Maybe Gormley. Body's still out in front of the crease as Euler maybe missing some steel on the right skate there. Gingerly stepping on that right blade as we're down to 5 seconds remaining on the Maverick man advantage. Beth from the point, across to Kozel. Kozel looked across to Dahl. It's intercepted and possibly a chance coming. Wormley comes way out of his crease to the top of the circles, beating Brecken to that puck and playing it up to Andrew Kozel. Omaha 0 for 2 on the power play in this game as Connor Dahl dumps it down. That was a great opportunity to break this tie. We are now at 1-1 after the goal from Charlie Shea, 4 minutes and 23 seconds into this third period. And with it comes James Colbert trying to bring it to the slot. He was played off the puck by Caleb Williams. Now Newman dumps that one from his own corner all the way down and on net. Long stretch pass intended for Jordan Larice. Too far for him. Wormley knocks it down and settles behind the cage. Loose back out in front. Larice finally leaked it out there. And intercepting that is Caden Van Briesen. Offside, entering the zone was Newman. And we'll get a draw right in front of us here on the broadcast side in the neutral zone. 12:01 to go. No goals were scored until the third period when we got an opening sallow from Nathan Cote of the Ore Diggers. It was answered just 22 seconds later by Charlie Shea, who draws even with Kozel with 11 goals on the season to lead the team. Wormley makes another great save as Beth tries to bring that one back around the cage. Intercepted by Mines. Passed out in front of the slot. Lombardi couldn't get his stick on it for the shot. Charlie Casey along that far side. Poked off the puck. Mercier picks it up for Omaha. Leaves it for Beth. Now back up ahead to Mercier. Couldn't get his stick on it. It's knocked back out of the zone by Nemenicek. All the way into the attack zone for Mines, where Mavericks gain possession once more. Beth stretches that one ahead to Casey. Casey takes a shot. That one controlled by Euler, who holds for the whistle. Euler, who is 3-1 on the year, started off the season with a 7-2 loss to the Air Force Academy, currently ranked number 3 in ACHA Division III. Since then, it's been 3 straight wins in net for the freshman out of Erie, Colorado. Played for the Colorado Thunderbirds AAA program, as well as Team Elite Prospects, before finding his way to Golden, Colorado and the Ore Diggers of the Colorado School of Mines. Eddie Patchen starts the rush up by giving it to Connor Dahl. Chopped down by Shea. He'll bring it into the zone. Shot saved by Euler. The rebound leaks all the way out of the zone. Gaining possession there is Josh Fisher. Leaves it behind for Brecken. Takes a shot wide right of the cage of Kyle Wormley. Connor Dahl picks it up, gives it behind to Caleb Williams, trying to start back the other way. The point was vacated, and the pass leaked out to neutral. Both teams go off for line changes as we are halfway through the third period. 10 minutes remain, and a shot comes in from Chase Mann. Stopped initially, and then pounced on by Euler to cover and hold for the whistle. Tomorrow morning, we're right back here in Ralston for the finale of this two-game set. 10 a.m. between the Mavericks and Ore Diggers for Game 2. You'll be able to find that one right here on the UNO ACHA Mavericks YouTube stream. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We are still tied. Pass out in front. Emilio Rodriguez looking for it. He got maybe one shot off there before Mercier was able to clear it out of the crease. Kozel back to Mercier as they're into the offensive zone for Omaha. Birthday boy Andrew Kozel could not keep the puck in the zone, but he's able to get it to Camden Fories. Fories over to Beth, and they dump it back in to the offensive zone where Mines gains possession. Andrew Brecken looked up for a pass to Ripken Renner. Neither could control it, and they dump it all the way down. Mercier sends that one into the offensive zone before going for a line change. Picked up by Kellen Gormley of the Ore Diggers. Intercepted a great keep of the line by Connor Dahl, but an even better back check by Ripken Renner to poke that one off his stick immediately as he entered that blue line. Fories dumps this one down low. Kane trying to beat Gene Long to it. Long wins that race and starts the rush up the near side wall. Colbert switches ice back to Long below the red line. Now out, Larice at the blue line. Leaves it for Cote. Cote shoots, and it's a blocker save by Wortley. What a stop from the senior. Shea springs that one ahead to Dahl. Big hit along the blue line. Frees Dahl up from the puck, and Mines gains possession once more. Here comes Cote. Taken down by Shea as he tried to bring that one to the net front. The two collide behind the cage of Kyle Wortley. The puck freed up to Van Briesen. CVB, Caden Van Briesen brings this one in for the Mavericks. Stops along the circles, tried to feed the slot. No one was home. Eddie Patchen tracks it down. The defenseman all the way below the red line. And a great heads-up play by Van Briesen. Saw the puck sitting there, gave it a little flick, and it ended up right in the blue-painted area there, forcing Gage Euler to cover with 7:49 in regulation. Draw to the right of Euler. It's won by the Mavericks. Newman takes a shot from the top of the circles, wide left. Now a shot from Beth, and it's in! Mason Beth puts it off the defender and into the back of the net, and we are untied. Mason Beth gets his 5th goal of the season, and the Mavericks get their first lead of the game. Back on the attack, Cassiopo on the backhand. That one blocked away by Fisher. Mason Beth sent that shot in. It deflected off of Kellen Gormley in front of the net, the Mines defender. As Beth sent that one on Newman. Newman sent that shot in and immediately put his arms up apologetically as offside were the Mavericks. A big no-no to shoot that puck offside after the whistle is blown. Newman wanted them to know that was definitely incidental. Much like that last goal, but what was not incidental was the assist that Easton Newman got on that goal. Newman getting his first point in his first game as a Maverick as he picks up the assist on Beth's goal. Welcome to Omaha, Easton. Hoping for a lot more from the young freshman out of Marshall, Minnesota. Errant pass from Kozel, freed up to Larice. Played down low to Rodriguez. Rodriguez couldn't get the pass out to Colbert. Out to the point. Shot in, it's wide from Long. Neminachek, Errant on his pass, just fanned on it. Dahl couldn't get that one out. It's played back. Larice looking for a pass. It got redirected to Wernley, who covers up for a whistle with 6:27 to go in the game. That goal, the 5th of this season for Mason Beth, as he now leads all Maverick defenders in scoring with his 5th goal and 11th point on the year. Down low, it's Emilio Rodriguez. From the corner, looks to the point for McDonald. McDonald back to Rodriguez at the top of the circles. Works his way to Kellen Gormley, who takes a shot easily seen into the glove of Kyle Wernley. Gormley comes down and makes sure that puck was secure in the glove. Wernley gives him an extra stick check for it. Got to be careful there as Kyle Wernley. The first meeting between Omaha and Mines a season ago, Kyle picked up a 2-minute minor for tripping in that contest. The Mavericks were able to kill that penalty off. Wernley, of course, stays in net as somebody else has to serve those penalties that the goaltender takes. But a rare note. And a 2-minute minor for the senior who has been stellar in this game today. 39 saves on 40 total shots. Now a shot from the point. That one blocked at the point. Great effort from Colton Kane. Now a shot from Lombardi. Rebound picked up by Shea. Shea looks across to Dahl. He couldn't get his stick on it. He gets his feet taken out from under him as Mine starts back the other way. Malaniuk leaves it there for Gormley. Gormley dumps it the rest of the way as he takes a hit from Charlie Shea. Now another big hit as Fories goes down behind the net. It's free back up to Malaniuk. Great stick from Charlie Casey, and he steals it right off the blade of Malaniuk. Into the offensive zone goes Casey. Tries to dance around a defender. Takes the puck behind the net. Still on it is Casey. Now gives it to Kozel, who rings it around to the point for Fories. Fories' pass intercepted by Mines. Out with it comes McDonald. Plays it up ahead to Larice. Larice takes a shot. That one wide right of Wernley. Never found its way onto the netminder. Out to the point for Colbert, who gets benched as he tries to keep that puck in the zone. Williams flicks that one up. It kicks just off the yellow dasher on the wall. And Mines regains possession in its own end. They get it out to neutral ice where Omaha grabs the puck. Despirito takes a whack at it. It's pinched up along the wall in the defensive zone by Jacob Fisher as his Ore Diggers look for an equalizing goal with 4 minutes and 12 seconds to play. Across the line is Jacob Fisher. Fisher gets to the goal line and sends it across. It's intercepted by Omaha, who will start the other way. Newman gets that one out of his own zone, but it's quickly turned back in by Cote. Cote takes a shot. That one shouldered up by Wernley. Covers up. And as a couple of guys come crashing in on top of him, as he holds for the whistle with 3:55 to go in regulation. Omaha took the lead at the 12-minute, 22nd mark of the third period, and they've held for the last 4 minutes or so. As they win the draw and get this one 200 feet away from the net of Kyle Wernley. Mines forced to regroup by Neminachek. Intercepted there by Chase Mann. Mann takes a shot. That one saved by Euler. Mann getting his first action in since the ETBU game On Sunday, November 10th, Chase Mann has not been in the Maverick lineup since before Thanksgiving. Back out here tonight and making a difference for the Mavericks. And making a difference on a brand new line. Before his injury, it's elbow bursitis, Mann was on the second line with Charlie Shea and Connor Dahl. After the Christmas break, Coach Harryhill decided to shake some things up, and he stuck Mann up on the top line with Kozel and Mercier, which is who we see out on the ice now, along with the defensive pairing of Williams and Camden Fories. Competing with the top line of the Ore Diggers as Emilio Rodriguez sends that one in. It ramps off the stick of Fories and goes up high into the netting, out of play behind Kyle Wernley. Last night on this ice, it was another 2-1 game as the Omaha Lancers dropped their 13th straight game to the Waterloo Blackhawks by way of a shootout. They have not won a game since November 16th and have not won at home since their second game of the season on October 13th, as it has been a trying year for the men in orange and black. But back to the men in black and crimson is Andrew Kozel feeding it across to Fories on the backhand. Great defense there from the Ore Diggers. Alternate captain Kellen Gormley diving across to potentially wipe a goal off the board as Kozel and Fories were bearing down 2-on-1. Great play from Gormley to free that puck up and get Gage Euler the easy cover-up. Now winning the draw on its own end is Mines. Taking it out is Jordan Larice. Larice sends it behind the cage, picked up by Cote, who steers a quick shot on. Couldn't find the net. It's out to the point for Ben Lombardi. Almost a power play-esque line here for the Ore Diggers on the ice now with 2.5 minutes to go. Out to the point for Ben Lombardi. His brother Nick was a Mav killer a season ago, but that shot never found its way on. Mason Beff gets it up to Dahl, who will send it skyward down the ice. Lombardi tracks it down, but it's nowhere near far enough for icing as Omaha goes off for a wholesale change. Larice feeds it back up to Cote. Cote taken down and shoved to the corner hard by Fories. Out with it comes Mann. Mann gets it to neutral ice, but it's steered back into the offensive zone by Colbert. Wernley traps it behind the cage and leaves it for Rocco DeSpirito. We are under 2 minutes to go now. DeSpirito brings it over the red line and dumps it down low. Euler tries to trap it behind the cage. It's picked up by Kozel with 100 seconds to go. Mercier to the near side. Back to Kozel on the far. On the backhand. And a great save by Euler. Holds and freezes with 1:33 to go. Both teams looking to start 2025 off on the right foot. And we will get a timeout here by Colorado School of Mines as they look for an equalizing goal here with 93 seconds remaining. A season ago, the overtime game winner came from Nick Lombardi, the brother of Ben Lombardi, who has not played a game this season for the Ore Diggers, but is still on the active roster. Other notable names to score in this series: Nathan Cote. He has goals now in all 3 games that the Mavericks and Ore Diggers have played to date. Excuse me, all 3 games. And an assist to boot on that. Aiden Hamry and Ripken Renner, the only other 2 Ore Diggers with a point in the previous meeting with the Mavericks. In case you were wondering, Kozel, Mercier, and Cassiopo, the current goal scorers and point getters in this series on the Omaha side. None of those guys have been on the score sheet yet tonight, as the 2 goals have come from newcomers by way of Charlie Shea, the freshman out of Kearney, Nebraska, and Mason Beth, another freshman out of Hastings, Minnesota. Draw won by the Orediggers. Ripken Renner starts the rush up. Kozel intercepts the puck off of his stick. Renner back on it in the slot. Brecken diving into the slot too. He couldn't control it and actually brushes that puck to the corner. Kept in along the line, it's Scott McDonald. The 2 sides crunch against the wall there. Beth able to play that one across to Kozel. He gets it out to Chase Mann. Mann dumps it down into the attack zone for Omaha as we are at 1 minute left. Puck free, loose into the slot. Mercier takes a shot and then takes a big hit from Ripken Renner as the shot goes wide right. Mercier gets back up and into the play. Puck to the stick of Andrew Brecken. Now to Emilio Rodriguez, and it's intercepted. Euler was trying to vacate the zone. Scott McDonald desperately tries to race after that puck. Maybe a little gamesmanship there by McDonald as his feet really started to drag there as that puck trickled over the red line just far enough for icing with 37.7 seconds to play. This time, the timeout comes from the Maverick bench with Coach Harrahill. He wants to talk it over with 37.7 and now a defensive zone faceoff for Omaha. Still some hockey left to be played around town tonight. 5 minutes away from us at Baxter Arena, it'll be the series finale between the NCAA Omaha Mavericks as they look to sweep the 13th ranked Colorado College Tigers. Last night they got a 5-2 victory and a lot of help from Brady Risk, who had a hat trick in their big victory, big upset, as the Mavs are now tied for 4th in the NCHC standings along with number 6, Denver, the Pioneers, last year's national champions. Harrahill talks it over with his men. Mitch Cox, a former Mines player, talking it over with the Orediggers here. Took over last year as bench boss of Colorado School of Mines. An empty net at one end. 6 men on the ice for the Orediggers, compared to 5 and a goalie for the Mavericks. The draw will be to the right of Kyle Wernley. Kozel in for Omaha. Cote in for Mines. The draw won by Mines. Renner couldn't keep control of the puck. Now Larice across. Couldn't find his man. Kept it along the line by Melania. Over to Emilio Rodriguez. His shot blocked down in front. Wernley pokes that one back into the corner. Looking for Colbert. He was wound up waiting for it. He couldn't get it as we're down to 10 seconds. The puck behind the cage. Forey's with it. He pins it up against the wall, trying to milk out those last 5 seconds and 4. The Orediggers dig for the puck, but Beth traps it behind the cage once more, and it's over. Omaha gets the win. The first of 2025. And they start this calendar year off on the right track, getting the 2-1 victory over the Orediggers of the Colorado School of Mines. Only 3 goals to speak of from both sides. The first coming from Nathan Cote off the assist from Nemenichek. That made it 1-0, 4 minutes and 1 second into the third period in favor of the Orediggers. After that, in In fact, 22 seconds after that was all it took for Charlie Shea to net the equalizer off a face-off draw won by Colton Kane. Then at 12:20 of the third, a crazy seeing eye shot from the point off the stick of Mason Beff found its way through a couple of deflections on and behind the net of Gage Euler for the eventual game-winning goal, the first game-winning goal of Beff's career, and the first assist for Easton Newman as a Maverick. We'll be right back with you on this ice tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Alongside Caden McDermott, Matt McFadden, and Jackson Roberts, I've been Nate Obrecht. Good night, everybody, and go Mavs!